on to the delightful beverage 3, and what are we tasting?
So we've got our hybrid whiskey here today, which is a blend of bourbon and Scotch. So a little bit different, quite unique. Yeah.
So, what percentage is it of each?
Yeah, so roughly about 70% Scotch to 30% bourbon. But they're finished off in the bourbon barrels.
Yeah.
So that gives it some of that sweet, smoky flavours.
Okay.
So hybrid, that's a mixture, so that's a fancy term.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
That's right. You got a fun, useful fact about that.
Well, I do, because a bit like the cognac, you're not allowed to call it bourbon unless it's made.
No, that's right, unless it's made in America.
Yeah.
It's a very useful fact.
Yeah.
It is a very useful. So champagne, cognac, bourbon. Same.
Also the same with Scotch.
Scotch.
So we don't make any Scotch here. Yeah, that needs to be made in Scotland as well.
Right, so we call it whiskey.
So we've got an Australian whiskey.
Australian.
This one's a blend of bourbon and Scotch because we've imported them both. But our single malt whiskey that we make here, that one is an Australian whiskey.
So you've imported them both and then made the mix. And
Yeah, so we finish maturing them in their separate barrels and then we blend them together once they're ready.
Where did the barrels come from?
Yes, so we get lots of the bourbon barrels from the United States, and they have a rule where they only use the barrels once, so that has a really big turnover of barrels. So we then can use them for much longer than that. So we get lots of them from there.
Oh, so how long could you use a barrel for?
As long as the distillers want to use it, really.
Okay.
For our brandy, we use ex-Chardonnay wine barrels. We like them to be a little bit mellowed out from the wine or from the bourbon that's gone in them previously. So sometimes the older the better.
Wow.
So what's in here?
So this one is an old-fashioned. So we've got our hybrid whiskey, and then a little bit of sugar syrup and some bitters. And that's pretty much it.
Cheers.
Quite
So
simple.
go for it.
Cheers.
This is one of my favourites.
Yeah.
Also, one of my favourites. Ladies first.
That is nice.
That sounded like
That's
the
really
Holly seal of approval.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's really quite smooth.
Yeah.
And then I get little flavours of the honey that I'm tasting, or like a really
That's a sugar.
Yeah, and sugar syrup. Some of those sweet flavours come from the bourbon that's in there as well. Yeah.
so
Good.
nice.
So what was in it again?
So just hybrid whiskey, a little bit of sugar syrup and some orange bitters.
Love the
Sometimes
orange
simple
bitters.
is the best.
Oh, I think so too.
Yeah, so just stir it on ice. We've garnished it with some orange here, some dehydrated orange.
Yeah.
Otherwise you could
Normal
do...
orange or blood orange?
No, that's just normal orange.
Normal orange?
This one,
Yeah.
Otherwise you can do a fresh twist of orange peel as well. Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes they put a bit of sugar around the rim. Yeah.
Yeah,
With the old fashioned.
yeah.
Sure do.
So really you can garnish things as much as you like. That's the fun thing about cocktails as well. It's fun to make them at home
Be
sometimes.
creative.
Yeah.
It's like an artwork, isn't
That's
it?
right.
And is this part of the cocktail masterclass?
We do make this one in the cocktail masterclass, yeah. So,
Definitely going to have to book in, I think.
Yeah.
Nathan.
I think we will.
Yeah. And how much does that sell for a bottle?
that one's $80 as well.
$80?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And obviously you can buy it from here, you can buy it online, you can get it from Beresford.
You can, yes, yeah.
And you can get it, you've got tell us a little bit about, is it Melbourne Street?
Yes, yep. So we've got 23rd on Melbourne, which is like our sister bar. So they're the representation of Renmark in the city. So if you can't make it all the way out to Renmark in the Riverland, it is a bit of a trip. Then you can just stop in there and experience all of our products. And they've even got a tour on the VR headset there, so you can have a look around the distillery.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I would say, once you've been there, come here anyway because it's awesome.
Yeah,
Come to
definitely,
the
if you
bar
can.
And check it out.
Yeah.
But then when you fall in love with the products,
Yeah, you can just stop in there.
yeah, or if you're in the city
good
and
to
you want to
know.
show someone around or come and taste
Yeah,
the old
perfect.
fashions,
Yeah.
then that
Again,
would
it's
be
quite
awesome.
easy to drink.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they do any of the cool stuff there as well, like the gin flights? Or?
Yeah, you most definitely. They
Yeah.
do the gin blending, cocktail masterclasses, tasting flights, beer flights, everything.
That sounds awesome.
Speaking of awesome,
What have we got here?
at this.
So this one goes really
Masterpiece.
nicely with our hybrid whiskey because we've actually got some of the hybrid whiskey in there. So this one is our chocolate macadamia caramel tart. So one of my personal favourites. I really love chocolate, so it's really
Yeah, me
delicious.
too.
Yeah.
I'll
I don't-
just
I don't
I'll
actually-
take this one. Bye, guys.
No sharing that one.
I don't think you girls will like that one.
I think we should have three.
And
Do the honours.
is that made on here or
Yes, so Helen makes this one.
Helen makes it?
She loves her desserts as well, so
No.
She's got some skills, hasn't she?
she does. Yeah, so it's got some macadamia praline.
Definitely
in
need
there.
some of that sauce.
Yeah, put some of that on there for sure. And there's a hybrid.
Yeah, so hybrid whiskey and the caramel in there. So
Wow.
see if you can taste some of that in there.
Yeah,
Sorry, it's a bit messy.
so mine.
So long as it tastes good.
Excellent.
Didn't serve it very well.
It looks to die for.
Yeah, it looks so nice. So do you do coffees here as well?
We do
So you can come
coffees.
in for a dessert and a coffee.
Yeah.
Perfect.
We pretty much do everything here, so.
This one's yours.
Well, thank you.
Look at that sauce.
You've done quite well.
I know. Just my knife and spoon and fork. Don't look very presentable.
And that one's yours?
Yeah, this is mine.
Yeah.
That is a great pairing. Actually, really mellowed the taste of the old fashioned.
So can you taste the hybrid and the?
I hated that quick.
sauce?
I wouldn't know. No, you can. You can taste. You can taste. It's only very subtle, but
Yeah, it's not too much.
No.
So,
I like the crunchiness of the macadamia there as well. It's one of my favourite nuts.
yeah.
How good is it?
Heaven.
You've got to quickly have a taste because it just mellows it right out. The richness of the chocolate mellows it right out.
It's so good.
Isn't it? That's a fantastic pairing.
That's awesome.
Have some more. Don't be shy. We know it's your favourite.
It is my favourite. The guys will tell you that.
Yeah. It probably wasn't even supposed to be paired with it. Just Jess just thought,
That's
oh,
right. We have to have the chocolate
we're going to
tart.
have the chocolate. I'm going to show off my favourite. Yeah, this is probably, I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is one of my favourite pairings of the show. What show are we up to? 20. Show 20. And this is one of my favourite pairings.
Yeah.
Helps that it's probably one of my favourite drinks too, but
So good. We're actually all dead silent.
you know what? I'm going to have to say, it's worth coming up here for a day trip just for this
Just for that.
and an old fashioned and get back in the car and drive home.
Worth the 3 hours?
Oh yeah.
It's not that hard to drive these days.
No, it's easy with the highway pretty much the whole
Yeah.
way.
So quick.
Yeah.
3 kids in the back wasn't as enjoyable. I think it was
I
about.
had Adriana. She was
That
she
was
was good
worse.
company.
That was worse. Just whinging more than the kids. That was fantastic. That's gone right to the top.
Excellent.
And don't forget, we haven't even mentioned it once. I was leaving it up to you, but you forgot like usual.
no.
Was you get to win these amazing products.
Yep.
Everything that we'll be tasting here, you get to win. All you've got to do is on YouTube and or on Facebook
Facebook.
is ask some questions. Ask some questions. Tell us a story about your experience up here. Tag someone in it. Let's add a little bit extra to it.
And share. I
And
think.
share.
Tag, share.
Comment, tag, share, follow SA1 Weekly
Yep.
and follow 23rd Street Distillery. And then you're in the chance to win everything except the hybrid bourbon, or the hybrid whiskey. Because
That one's going
That
straight
one's
to you.
that one fell off the back of the truck on the
As long
way
as you
home.
share it with me.
Okay.